to hand it over, police say they shot him one time.
I have a feeling he's into something.
Jim Chenson has lived across the street from the shooting victim for years. He says the shooting is upsetting, but not entirely surprising. Jim believes that Greg Brown has done some time in prison, and he has doubts about Brown's work.
He said he had a business that people would do stuff for him, and he'd do stuff for them, and I don't know.
We've not had too many problems in our area.
Residents say a home invasion shooting like this one is a first in this area, and folks here are just relieved that their neighbor is going to be okay.
He's a good guy, good neighbor. If anything happened here, he'd be right there to help you.
Now again, police are still looking for these shooting suspects tonight. They are described as two black men in their late teens to early 20s, and at least one of them may be armed. Live in Southwest Portland tonight, Jamie Wilson, the 10 o'clock news.
New developments tonight in the case of a Portland lawyer held in connection with the Madrid train bombing. Tonight, Spanish investigators say they've got serious doubts as to whether Brandon Mayfield is actually connected to the attack. Meantime, Mayfield's family continues to gather in the Rose City. His mother flew into town this morning. Our team coverage begins tonight with KPTV's Adam Housley in downtown Portland.
From a holding cell in Portland, Oregon, Brandon Mayfield says he hasn't left the state in 2 years, and he's happy that questions are being raised about his possible connection to the March 11th Madrid bombings. Mayfield was detained by the FBI on Thursday as a material witness because his fingerprint was reportedly lifted from a plastic bag found in Spain and full of the same type of detonators used to bomb the Madrid trains, killing 191 and injuring nearly 2,000.
We've had this absolute match theory out in the web and in the media for a long time, and now just the doubts are coming in. The damage has been done. The bell can't be unrung.
Longtime friend Tom Nelson told Mayfield today of the report from the Spanish newspaper El País, which states some Spanish investigators have serious doubts of Mayfield's connection to the March 11th bombings. According to the report, concerns stem from the way the fingerprint was matched and the fact that there's no record of Mayfield ever traveling to Spain.
I'm glad that finally this is coming out, but it's been at a tremendous cost to the community and to the family, and at, frankly, some risk to the family because this issue came out the way it did.
An FBI spokeswoman could only say that 2 search warrants were served. She couldn't comment on any other parts of this case. But reports here in America say it was the Spanish that urged the FBI to follow Mayfield after the bombings. And it was the Spanish who leaked the story to the press early, prompting the FBI to detain him. In Portland, Oregon, Adam Housley, Fox News.
Now, Mayfield's mother, Avnell, is also right here in town tonight. She flew into town this morning from Wichita, Kansas, and KPTV's Eric Rung was on the flight with her. Eric continues our team coverage tonight from News Control.
Avnell says she wanted to come to Portland to help Brandon's wife and 3 kids financially. The FBI froze the family's bank accounts and took their credit cards during the search of the home last week. She's also here to help the family stay strong. Earlier today, she talked to her son for the first time since his arrest. Tomorrow, there's a chance she may see Brandon.
That's my Mother's Day present. I get to see my son. I get to talk to him. I don't know if I'll be able to touch him or if we talk behind bars or a glass window, but at least I'll get to see him.
Mayfield's mother isn't planning on leaving Portland anytime soon. She bought a one-way ticket and says she'll stay to help Brandon's family for as long as it takes. In News Control, Eric Rung, the 10 o'clock news.
Stay with Fox 12 Oregon for continuing coverage of the terrorist arrest of Brandon Mayfield. We'll bring you updates tomorrow night on the 10 o'clock news and then Monday morning on Good Day Oregon. Police are investigating a fatal accident tonight involving a 2-year-old girl. Police say the toddler was hit by a car after walking out into the street on Northeast Ainsworth. The girl was chasing a dog across the street, and her grandfather, who was watching her, just couldn't catch up. She was taken to Emmanuel Hospital, where she later died. Speed and alcohol were not factors in this accident. A 6-year-old little girl survived a horrific car crash in Portland today, but the man sitting right next to her in the back seat died at the scene. It happened on a dangerous stretch of road in southeast Portland along Genie Road. The pictures from Air 12 of the head-on collision are disturbing.
It's nauseating.
Police say the blue Toyota hit the red Dodge Neon around 3 o'clock, crushing most of both cars.
There was 3 fire trucks and 2 ambulances and, half a dozen squad cars.
This is exclusive video of the Life Flight helicopter airlifting a woman, the driver of the red car. In her back seat, a 6-year-old girl who made it, a man who did not.
It's severe. People drive fast. It's like another freeway through here.
Witnesses say speed was a factor. They told police one of the cars crossed the double yellow line, and they say it happens all the time.
Well, they just don't pay any attention. They go around those curves way too fast, and they are always going way over the line.
In fact, residents say they see a bad accident along this stretch of road every couple of weeks.
It's a sound that you get familiar with on this road. The sound of metal colliding, and it's scary.
There were 2 people in the blue car who were also hurt and taken to the hospital. A scene that is all too familiar now. Investigators spent most of the day reconstructing the accident. There's no word on whether any citations will be issued. Meantime, Gresham police are investigating an accident after a man was hit while walking on Highway 26. Authorities arrested the driver, Ricardo Gonzalez Serre, last night for driving under the influence. The victim tried crossing the freeway near Orient Drive. Police say the pedestrian appeared to be drunk too. Right now, the man is in critical condition at OHSU. Police across Washington state will launch a team effort next week to crack down on dangerous drivers. KPTV's Mark Glyzewski says Washington state troopers are already leading the way by targeting aggressive drivers.
Many people believe a growing number of Northwest drivers are getting more gutsy behind the wheel.
I think they all think they're Indy drivers.
Paul Tucker often has troubles merging on highways and interstates.
And the people who don't want you to merge, they want to crowd you out. And we all have to be in the highway. You don't have a choice when you're merging. And got to live and let live.
For the past 2 years, Washington state troopers have focused on aggressive drivers on a daily basis. Last year, troopers saw a 200% increase in the number of aggressive violators who speed 15 miles per hour over the speed limit and commit other dangerous driving behaviors.
Or it can just be inattentive driving, but they're in a hurry to get to where they're going and they're not paying attention to traffic laws, and their actions appear to be intentional to all the people around them and therefore aggressive.
Drivers here in Clark County say they're not only seeing aggressive driving out on the highways, but also on city streets. Michelle Faber says an aggressive driver recently rear-ended her car while she was trying to turn at a controlled intersection. Faber says she's sick of bad drivers.
Yeah, I've just seen so many near crashes lately. It's not even funny.
Aggressive drivers face steep fines up to $1,000 and even jail time. In Clark County, Mark Glyzewski, the 10 o'clock news.
Tonight, railroad officials are trying to figure out what caused a train to derail in Tualatin. Crews responded to the scene just before 3 o'clock off of 90th Court and Boones Ferry Road. From Air 12, you can see the wrecked cars carrying wood chips. Crews say 200 gallons of diesel fuel that leaked out of the cars do not pose a threat to humans at this point. Tonight, we hear from a neighbor who heard the accident happen.
I was sitting in my apartment and it sounded like something was scraping, and train got real loud, and all of a sudden it just quit, and we came out and you could see the wood chips all over the place.
The 3 people on board the train were not hurt, and rail crews expect to clean up that mess for the next several days. Tonight there is a chance that former Oregon Governor Neil Goldschmidt will be disbarred. Goldschmidt this week admitted to having an affair with a 14-year-old girl in the mid-70s. The state bar is now investigating the case, and it may pull his law license. Eugene's Barbara Bingham says that she's the cousin of the woman involved with the affair with the former governor.
And I remember seeing Neil over there at the house. Good friends. They played all kinds of games like ping pong, and seemed unusually close.
The statute of limitations for charges in that case ran out 3 years after the affair occurred.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
Some towering clouds and at times an angry-looking sky outside today. Beautiful at times as well. As we look ahead to tonight, it looks like those downpours are decreasing. But the big question, Will we get some rain for Mother's Day tomorrow? I'll look at that and have the pinpoint 7-day forecast coming up.
Still ahead, you've seen the pictures. Tonight, new information on the Iraqi prisoner scandal. Find out what's next for the soldiers accused of taking the snapshots. Caught on tape, a piece of music history stolen. See how burglars managed to walk away with an instrument worth millions of dollars.
This will sting a little bit.
It takes years off your appearance, and despite some critics, it has a new following tonight. You won't believe who's shooting up Botox now. Lights, camera, action. Tinseltown calls on Oregon once again, looking for actors for what's expected to be a blockbuster sequel. We'll take you to the casting call, coming up.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Get ready. Later tonight, we'll tell you how to win a new $300 car alarm system from Outrageous Audio, located on 192nd and Stark. Keep watching the 10 o'clock news for the phone number to call and your chance to win. Thank you for making Good Day Oregon the #1 rated morning newscast in the city. Good Day Oregon from 5 to 9, your #1 source for morning news, weather, and traffic. First, live, local.
We could build thousands of new schools or hire 1 million new teachers. We could make sure every child has insurance. Instead, under George Bush, America is alone, spending tens of billions to rebuild Iraq with no plan for success. After 3 years, when is George Bush going to start taking care of America? Shouldn't America be a top priority? The Media Fund is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
Hey, I thought you guys were off to Circuit City for that PlayStation 2.
We're going. Just want to make sure. Yep, it's in stock.
Let's go.
Hey, you want to go?
No, I think you guys should probably just...
You're good to go. For product availability at a store near you, check CircuitCity.com. Circuit City, we're with you.
Want me to hold the bag?
No.
Please?
A Crybaby Award? Several teachers are suspended for giving one out. Find out where. Coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Dan Bedor, Vice President of Human Resources for Country Coach, tells us why he chose Pacific Source Health Plans.
Pacific Source can provide us with flexible choices of benefits for our employees at a price that the company can afford so that we can continue to provide a premium level of benefits to our employees with unparalleled customer service. They've been willing to configure different plans that provide the benefits that are most important to the people in our workforce.
Discover the source, Pacific Source.
The Volkswagen Spring Sales Drive is going on now. That means it's a really good time to get behind the wheel of your very own road-hugging, German-engineered Volkswagen. Each one is packed with cool features and backed by a 4-year, 50,000-mile limited warranty. And now, for a little while at least, you can get a new Jetta GL for just $189 a month. So see your local dealer soon, because like spring, this will be over before you know it.
This Mother's Day, watch a Simpson Shocker with someone you love. Was there another woman before Marge?
How could you, Dad? Because he's the kind who kisses and leaves you.
All new, part of a full hour. Then have a blast with an all-new Malcolm in the Middle.
Sunday at 8 on Fox 12 Oregon.
Controversy surrounding Iraqi prisoner abuse. Tonight, the president is calling for the truth to be uncovered. And Mr. Bush is still standing by Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, despite calls for his resignation. KPTV's Julie Kurtz is in Washington now with the latest.
The president calls the prison abuse scandal shocking, but the wrongdoing of a few. In his weekly radio address, he promises to uncover the extent of prison misconduct in Iraq.
Those involved will be identified. They will answer for their actions. All prison operations in Iraq will be thoroughly reviewed to make certain that similar disgraceful incidents are never repeated.
The president is still backing his defense secretary. He called Secretary Rumsfeld from Air Force One Friday night and told Rumsfeld he had, quote, done a really good job testifying before Congress. Rumsfeld apologized to the Iraqis who have been mistreated and said he regrets not informing the president. He was pressed on whether senior officials and top commanders should be forced out over how the prison investigation was handled.
I think they did a darn good job. Perfect? No.
but a good job. They announced it to the public, they told the world, they started the prosecutions. And so what am I supposed to do? Look for someone down there and say, hey, let's heave that guy over the side. That isn't the way we do business in this country.
The defense secretary says he's not quitting as long as he can do his job, and most Americans agree. A new Washington Post ABC News poll shows 69% say Rumsfeld should keep his job. The poll was taken right before his congressional testimony. Secretary Rumsfeld also warns that there are more photos and videos, evidence of even worse mistreatment of Iraqi prisoners by Americans. In Washington, Julie Kurtz, Fox News.
Former hostage Thomas Hamill is home among friends and family tonight in Mississippi. The 44-year-old spent several weeks in captivity before escaping from his Iraqi captors last weekend. He returned to his home today, and boy, did he get a hero's welcome. He came out of his backyard holding up his wounded arm.
I knew I was coming home someday. They were not going to keep this boy.
Hamill is a former dairy farmer who went to work as a driver for a contractor in Iraq. In news across America tonight, Georgia police are investigating a possible hate crime tonight. Witnesses say that a man pulled up to a duplex, started shouting offensive language, and then started shooting. Gunfire killed 2 men and critically injured 4 others. Police say there are no signs that suspects tried to rob any of the victims. Tonight, police are continuing their investigation. 1 person is still missing tonight after a boat capsized off the coast of Rhode Island. Coast Guard officials say a 14-year-old boy swam to shore early this morning and called for help. The other survivor is listed in critical condition tonight. Officials say a combination of poor weather and human error caused that boat to capsize. Well, you can feel safe flying into the Dulles International Airport. Rescuers practiced a disaster drill today, complete with a mock fire and pretend victims. That drill staged an MD-80 jet crashing immediately after takeoff. The airport's training facility hosted the event, and fire officials say that realism is important in a drill like this. A cello theft caught on tape. Surveillance video shows a boy, possibly a high school student, riding off with a large case. Well, inside the case is a 17th century cello worth $3.5 million. Tonight, the Los Angeles Philharmonic is offering a $50,000 reward for its return. A New York school is punishing one of its teachers and coaches for giving a student an embarrassing award, a whiner award with a big crybaby on top of it. KPTV's Jamie Colby reports.
It's all road rage athletic style by parents and coaches. Special education teacher and basketball coach James Gillen told Terrence Philo Jr. he was receiving a special award, but the trophy the 13-year-old soccer player received was the Whiner Award, complete with a crying baby on top.
I'm like, crybaby trophy. Everybody, I'm looking on the side, all I see is parents laughing, kids laughing. I'm like, oh, man.
Terrence Jr. was so mortified, he skipped school.
And I'm looking at my son, and he's looking sick to his stomach, like he just want to run out.
This is a child who is trying to be enthusiastic and trying to get ahead and trying to further himself, and instead he winds up getting an award that really makes him feel horrible about himself.
The school board voted to fire Gillen, but ultimately backed off.
Nobody should have a promising teaching career shot down by an obvious bad taste of judgment.
He allegedly stated that it happened to him when he was a student, and he got a lot of fun out of it. Unfortunately, it backfired, and it's not something that we would agree with that we do to our students here in Pleasantville or any school district.
Gillen will instead attend sensitivity training and hold a second ceremony giving Terrence Jr. the same award as his teammates.
He did a bad job, that's all. He did a bad job.
So what should you do if your child's ridiculed by a coach or parent? Well, mental health experts say you should encourage them to stay in the game and speak up on their behalf. And you can always do what this parent did. Terrence Philo's father says they'll keep that trophy as a reminder that they've overcome adversity. In New York, Jamie Colby, Fox News.
Well, there are still some wet streets out there tonight around town. Let's take a live look outside now from our Fox Tower cam downtown Portland. Storm Team 12's Drew Jackson is coming in to let us know if those showers will taper off for Mother's Day tomorrow. And it's a shocking trend for some Gen Xers these days. Botox, trying to stave off wrinkles before time takes its toll on the face. Coming up. Talking and driving can make for some hazardous conditions on the road when you're new behind the wheel. Now teenagers may have to hang it up before they hit the highway.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Who likes shrimp?
Oh, those are great.
This is good shrimp. Sizzler's all-new Crazy Shrimp Trio. New Crispy Pepper Shrimp, new Southwest Shrimp, and Golden Fried Shrimp. Just $9.99. Hot diggity, here I go. From Sizzler!
Save with Sunshine Painting's $999 spring special. Let the experts give your home a brand new look in today's colors. Sunshine Painting offers warranties on materials and labor. $999 spring special expires the end of May, so don't wait. Call Sunshine Painting today.
Before you know it, I'll be walking down the aisle. Someday soon, I'll be away at college. Right before your eyes, I'll take my kids to the same places you took me. Don't wait.
They grow up fast. Enjoy it while you can. The 8-passenger Sequoia.
Home is spending time together. Home is a weekend call to Grandpa. Home is just the two of us. Home is working 2 jobs at once. Coldwell banker Barbara Sue Seal can help you find your way home with the resources, quality products, and services that you'll need from the moment you decide to buy until you move in. Visit us today at cbseal.com and see how we can help you find the way home.
Thousands show up for a local casting call, hoping to get a part in a Hollywood movie being filmed here in Oregon. That's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
I'm not a mechanic, but I've seen motors apart. They're unbelievable. I saw the carbon crud buildup on the valves. You see, now I never knew that was from a lot of gasolines, to be honest with you. But, you know, it makes sense. So, I guess Techron's a good thing, you know? Right?
Help keep vital engine parts clean. Chevron with Techron.
I really don't know what's up with that part.
You know, the usual junk, card for my mom, I won $1 million, blah, 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 and then my Quest bill.
People love the new Quest Choice Home Package. Unlimited local service and your choice of 3 features, including voicemail, only $25.99 a month. Add long distance for just 5 cents a minute.
Did you check the mail? I did.
And it's all backed by our Quest promise of value.
Come to mama.
What's going on here? We like to call it our spirit of service in action.
It was a celebration of the arts in St. John's this weekend. The 42nd annual parade wound through the North Portland neighborhood this morning, and it was the first outing for this year's Rose Festival ambassadors. And Oregon Governor Ted Kulongoski came along for the ride, too. This year's theme was Enjoying the Arts. Every year, several kids unfortunately drown in local pools and rivers, but this year may be different thanks to Safe Kids. That's a national injury prevention organization. Both parents and little ones learned important tips today to keep them safe, especially around water. Investigators say the event is a good reminder for both kids and grown-ups.
It brings all of the kids who are the ones suffering the injuries, but it also brings the parents, and we're able to talk to them about how to prevent those injuries.
And in case you're wondering, drowning is one of the most common causes of death among Oregon children. Local letter carriers led the effort today to stamp out hunger around Portland. Instead of just unloading their mail trucks, they filled them up with food donations left out by people along their routes. And all of the food goes to the Oregon Food Bank. It's local and it's a national event.
Well, you know, I know that there's a lot of people here in Oregon still who need food. And this, if I can help out, and the letter carriers too, it's a great benefit to them.
This is the 10th year for this food drive, and the Portland area collected more than 541,000 pounds of food. That is down 6% from last year. Ever want to make that cell phone call to a friend but you can't remember the number? Some new technology may soon be on the way to help out wireless customers. We'll explain. Hollywood and Oregon again. We'll take you to the casting call for the latest big budget sequel.
And today was all about dodging those downpours. At some point today, almost all of you got at least a little bit of rain. Still a few showers out there tonight down in Clackamas County. Also jumping towards the coast, out towards Tillamook. Another band of showers moving on shore. Will they be moving in tomorrow? Your Mother's Day pinpoint forecast up next.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Don't go away. We'll give you a phone number to call to win a $300 car alarm system from Outrageous Audio, located on 192nd and Stark. Keep watching the 10 o'clock news for your chance to win.
Here it is in a nutshell. Anybody can help you build. Par Lumber helps you build it better. Whether you hire a pro like me or strap on the tool belt yourself, if you want your projects to last, you have to start with superior products and professional advice. Par Lumber. Go where the builders go.
Introducing Subway's new Atkins-friendly wraps with under 11 net carbs, like the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap and the Turkey and Bacon Melt Wrap. No, they won't forgive you for downloading your thesis, but their carb-controlled goodness will help atone for your recent pasta faux pas. The new Atkins-friendly wraps from Subway. Good, so you don't always have to be.
Having a party or having friends over for the big game? Why not order one of Subway's delicious fresh-made giant subs? Or a Subway sandwich platter. Freshen up your party with Subway.
Some lawmakers want to make it illegal for teenagers to talk on the phone and drive at the same time. Find out where, coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this message.
Few votes in Congress are as important as funding our troops at war. Though John Kerry voted in October 2002 for military action in Iraq, he later voted against funding our soldiers.
Mr. Kerry.
No. Body armor and higher combat pay for our troops.
Mr. Kerry.
No. Better health care for reservists.
Mr. Kerry.
No. And what does Kerry say now?
I actually did vote for the $87 billion before I voted against it.
Wrong on defense.
Ladies. Cruise in the West is back. Time to play Scratch and win. Over 275,000 instant fun prizes. Plus, fill out the back for your chance to win your own brand new Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah! Woo! Can I drive?
How would it change your life? Cruise in the West, now at the Les Schwab sign.
This segment of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Mattress World.
Mattress World's having an any-size mattress sale for just $89 each piece.
We bought the competition's $99 each piece set so you could see the difference.
So you make the choice. Their $99 mattress or Mattress World's better quality mattress for $89.
Nobody beats our price, quality, service, or selection.
Mattress World's hard-to-find locations will save you money.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
If we can't beat any price on any comparable mattress, then the mattress is free.
If you are 20-something, you don't expect to see wrinkles when you look in the mirror. But thousands of Generation Xers are turning to Botox to try to head off the signs of aging. Here's KPTV's Shauna Parsons.
Fresh-faced 20-somethings are years from creases and crow's feet or worrying about wrinkles.
It seems so far away to me that it doesn't bother me right now, but maybe I should think about it a little bit more because it's coming.
But Generation Xers at Chameleon Cosmetics know the clock is ticking. 27-year-old IBM consultant Patricia Thomas worries she looks older than she really is.
Even though I'm in my 20s, I seem to have several wrinkles, especially on my forehead and around my eyes.
Hi, Trish. Hi. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing? So, for the past 2 years, Patricia has been taking a stab at Botox injections.
I get it done on my forehead, through here, and also around my eyes.
This will sting a little bit.
Blame it on too much sun or family genes. Dermatologist Dr. Edmund Griffin says his 20-ish patients cringe at the sight of creases.
I don't need those. I'm only 20.
I shouldn't be having these. These are signs of the 30s and the 40s. I want them gone.
And gone they are.
Didn't hurt you too bad, did I?
Just a few injections of the botulinum type A toxin, an FDA-approved poison that temporarily paralyzes facial muscles, freezes wrinkles for 3 or 4 months at a time.
I guess I feel more my age. I think with the wrinkles, I feel older.
Let's clean up a little bit of the makeup.
Allison is a 26-year-old pharmaceutical rep.
Right here, you can make a little squint, and it makes a little furrow right there.
She's been getting Botox since the tender age of 24.
How about giving me a nice frown? Okay, relax, relax.
And after I get it done, you can't move it at all. Like, you sit there and you're trying, and it just doesn't move at all.
But Allison's first face-off with the needle did not go well.
It was excruciating to me. And like I was saying earlier, I wasn't sure if it was the sound of the needle going into the muscle that made me sick or the actual pain, but either way, it was pretty bad.
A smaller needle lessened the pain. Dr. Griffin says too much Botox looks unnatural. Inject it too close to the eye, and you could end up with droopy eyelids.
Usually, the longest I've ever seen is about 6 weeks, but it's a trying 6 weeks, so we don't really want that to occur.
Botox in your 20s won't keep wrinkles from forming. Dr. Griffin says that's because our skin loses elasticity as we age, with or without the shots. Still, Allison likes Botox's softer look. We couldn't show you before and after shots because the Botox takes about a week to start working. It doesn't work for everyone. About 10% of patients don't get any benefit from Botox. So you may want to have your dermatologist make sure it works for you before you invest your money in fighting wrinkles. Shauna Parsons, the 10 o'clock news.
Do you think natural is safe? Think again.
This is very devastating, and it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen to anyone.
A local woman went to a Portland acupuncturist to cure her back pain. She ended up needing an organ transplant, and it could happen to you. Only on 12, an important warning about the dangerous herbal supplements that are available on store shelves. We'll have that tomorrow night on the 10 o'clock news. And Drew Jackson joins us now. I was coming over the Fremont Bridge today, and man, did I get caught in a downpour. Just
poured on you,
just
huh?
like that. Yeah, it was sunny all around me and pouring on me.
And you know, I bet a lot of folks have a very similar story.
Right.
It's one of those days, wait 15 minutes, and the weather's going to look completely different. And interestingly enough, about 8 o'clock this evening, got a spotter report of a waterspout off the coast of Astoria. Now, to refresh your memory, waterspout is an actual tornado over water. Didn't move on shore, didn't do anything, but this is the type of spring weather where almost anything can happen. And it did during the day today. Starting to calm down here this evening. Fox Tower Cam Live looking down upon the city. No rain falling at the moment. Still a couple showers out there, but at the airport, partly cloudy skies. Temperature 59 degrees and just a light west breeze at 6 miles an hour. Got some video to show you from earlier today. This along the Columbia River looking over the interstate bridge there. A towering dark cloud pouring some rain over portions of Clark County. Also headed east into Multnomah County this afternoon. Some folks enjoying a bike ride. They got a break from one of the downpours. Got a chance to get outdoors today. This is from Spring Water Trail in East Multnomah County. All right, we've got a great looking time lapse from this evening. Here you can see the dark cloud being lit up by the sunset. And then as the sun sets, you can see a brief shower there. But then as the sky gets dark, it's hard to make much out. So very active weather day today, and you can see it on the satellite radar picture here. Early this morning, a downpour through the west side of town. And then over the course of the afternoon, just a few spotty showers as well, and still a couple of them out there this evening. But for the most part, the activity is diminishing. Still a small little cluster out near Tillamook, but otherwise, for the most part, not much rain. Totals about 22 hundredths in Portland. Nearly a half inch in Salem, over 6/10 in Eugene, along the coastline generally near a half inch. As you headed up into Washington, though, amounts significantly less. So western Oregon, that tended to be the wettest area all around the northwest today. 59 at the airports, 52 in Newport. Astoria at 54 degrees, moving east side, still in the middle 50s in the Columbia Basin, but dropping into the upper 40s in portions of central and southeastern Oregon. So if you're going to head out the door early tomorrow morning, temperatures will drop from the 50s now down to about 48 degrees. Sunrise is tomorrow morning at 5:47. The reason why we had these showers and all the active weather and that water spout off the coast today, because we've got an area of low pressure, very unstable air. Especially when you get some sunshine to heat up in the afternoon, the atmosphere gets even more unstable. So we get these towering clouds that build up, so shower power off the coast. Starting to see some changes now, however. The jet stream is, well, rather confused looking, so it's hard to tell exactly what this area of low pressure is going to do. But As we go through the next couple days, this is the area to watch. Actually, we're going to see a new one drop down from the north. That is going to renew the threat for some showers beginning late Monday night into Tuesday. And it may turn quite windy from Monday night into Tuesday as well. So taking a look at the pinpoint clouds and rain for tomorrow. A few clouds, a lot like today, although tomorrow, for Mother's Day, I don't think there's nearly as good a chance of rain. There will still be a few showers out there, but for the most part, most of you will stay dry during the day tomorrow. Just a couple isolated spotty showers. 40s along the coast overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Low 60s by afternoon in the valley. Some sunshine mixed with the clouds, maybe a shower. And then in the Cascades, snow will fall above 6,000 feet. So from Timberline Lodge on up through the Palma snowfield there up on the mountain. Could be some new snow tomorrow from time to time. Temperatures in the gorge tomorrow, generally speaking, upper 60s. Clouds and sun, probably not much rain in the gorge. And as you head east side tomorrow, cool in the morning, 30s likely, some places near freezing, and then partly cloudy during the afternoon with high temperatures in the upper 60s tomorrow. Here locally, the pinpoint forecast, 48 in the morning, clouds, some sunshine, up to 61 by the lunch hour. Again, could be a spotty shower, but for the most part, most of you won't see rain tomorrow. 69 our afternoon high, dropping back to 57 degrees by 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. West of town, 40s in the morning. So cool, but not unusually so for this time of year. Upper 60s in the afternoon. East side of town, 68 Milwaukee, 67 in Gresham, 66 in Estacada after starting the day in the 40s. And then north of town, upper 60s for high temperatures for you as well with a light breeze. All right, here's the pinpoint 7-day forecast. Monday into Tuesday turns breezy and cooler Tuesday afternoon. Chance of showers Monday into Tuesday as well. Look at Wednesday and Thursday, though. Turning mostly sunny, warmer, could hit 75 by Friday. And there's still hope we might even be in the 70s as we head into next weekend.
Take a look at this. Movie makers will soon start production of a scary sequel right here in Oregon, and we'll take you to the casting call coming up. Plus, teens may soon lose the right to gab on the phone from behind the wheel. We'll have details on that ahead. Ever think you're missing something from your inbox? Why your software could be deleting your important emails. And diagnosed with a potentially deadly disease, a young computer wizard is now helping others battle cancer. Find out how, up next.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local. Win a new $300 car alarm system from Outrageous Audio, located on 192nd and Stark. We'll give you a phone number to call for your chance to win. Keep watching the 10 o'clock news.
Over 8 million drivers feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Not 2004, not 2005, not even 2006. Get Wix free interest until May 2007. Now through Tuesday, buy beautiful Wix furniture interest-free until May 2007. There's no tricks with Wix. No minimum purchase, only 10% down, and no interest until May 2007. We pay the interest so you won't have to. Just make equal monthly payments. Wix free interest until May 2007. Mark your calendar. It ends Tuesday at Wix.
I can hear it now. Your summer filled with family fun in a Curtis RV trailer. We have hundreds of models, from pickup campers to fifth wheelers to versatile sport haulers, plus easy financing. But the best thing you'll get is the great outdoors in the comfort, convenience, and security of a towable RV from Curtis Trailers, where you'll find the largest selection in the Northwest. Curtis Trailers, our business has been your family vacation since 1948.
Fox 12 Oregon is giving away $1,200 in cash Monday during the 10 o'clock news.
Pay off those bills. Buy something for the family, for yourself.
Watch the 10 o'clock news Monday, and $1,200 could be yours.
Spam filters are becoming a little too aggressive for some, blocking legitimate email from your inbox. That's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Home is playing after school. Home is a relaxed Saturday morning. Home is talking to a friend. Home is reading her favorite story again. Coldwell banker Barbara Sue Seal can help you find the way home and make it easier for you. From beginning to end, your Coldwell banker realtor has the resources to make the entire process faster and easier. Visit us today at cbseal.com and see how we can help you find the way home.
Car Toys Secret Shopper Mission number 982. Discovered a competitor phone store that requires customers to sign a waiting list for service. What? Laughing hysterically, I blew my cover. At Car Toys, you'll never sign in for service. Our wireless experts are ready when you are to help select the right phone and plan, backed by our 60-day low price guarantee.
Car Toys, a better way to go.
So this is why the chicken crossed the road.
Are you hungry for the taste of the Colonel's world-famous fried chicken? Then you're in the right place, because now you can get a big 12-piece bucket for just $9.99, but only at KFC.
Getting hungry? Well, that's okay. You're in Chicken Capital, USA.
Fox 12 Oregon, Zupan's Markets,
and the Portland Police Bureau's Sunshine Division wish to thank all of you who donated to Project Ray of Hope this year.
Through your help, we received thousands of pounds of food for families in need.
Thank you again for your support.
Grab your Powerball tickets. We have a winner tonight. Take a look at the winning numbers. 3, 9, 17, 37, 43, Powerball 39, Power Play 4, the jackpot over $213 million. Sorry, though, everybody, the winning ticket was purchased in Pennsylvania. Have you ever wanted to call someone's cell phone, but you couldn't remember their number? Soon you'll be able to get those digits by dialing information. Some say it's about time, but others say not so fast. KPTV's Deborah Gill explains.
The information you get from information is all about to change. You'll still be asked city and state, please, but then
the operator at that time may offer you a wireless or a wireline number.
That's right. You'll be able to get a cell number by dialing 411 from any phone.
More and more people only have cell phones. You want a way to look up their numbers.
While 155 million Americans carry cell phones, more than 7 million of us have gone strictly wireless.
We want to provide those people with an opportunity to be found through a wireless directory.
Travis Larson is with the Cellular Trade Organization overseeing the new directory. He says you'll only be listed if your cell company participates. Most major carriers are on board.
We hope the wireless directory assistance offering will be operable by the end of the year.
As it's rolled out, individual providers will set their own price and privacy policies.
I think it might be a little invasive on people's privacy.
I wouldn't want my cell phone number in a directory.
They're not alone. According to a recent study, only 2% of consumers say they would list their wireless number if there were no safeguards. That number jumps to 51% if privacy protections are guaranteed.
If everyone knew your cell phone number and they could call you, your cell phone could be going off all day long.
Calls that use your minutes, that cost you money. That's why Congressman Ed Markey is proposing legislation that would require existing customers to opt in before their number could be listed.
Unless the company gets permission from you to put your number in their wireless directory, then you don't have to worry.
But new subscribers would still have to opt out. In other words, choose not to be included. That has consumer advocates worried.
That could just be a piece of paper that you get when you sign up for your wireless service. We're concerned that the ability to opt out is going to be lost in the paperwork.
Jordana Beebe of the Privacy Rights Clearinghouse says tougher regulations are also necessary to stop telemarketers and spam.
So we do feel that having a cell phone number in a wireless 411 directory could really open up a window of opportunity for getting unwanted solicitations.
But the industry says there's no need for the government to step in, that the carriers have agreed to get permission before listing the numbers. And as for unwanted calls,
it's actually illegal for telemarketers to call you on your wireless phone using a computer or an auto dialer, which is how most telemarketers operate.
No matter where you stand on the debate, all sides agree the need for wireless 411 is growing, and the bottom line, it's coming. In News Control, Deborah Gill, the 10 o'clock news.
Some California lawmakers want to ban teenagers from using their cell phones while they're driving. According to the Institute for Highway Safety, teenagers are 4 times more likely to crash than older drivers. Several states are considering making a similar call for drivers under the age of 21. And even some teens agree that the ban might be safer.
Yeah, you can get distracted. You're not really old enough and aware and been driving for a long time to, be talking on your phone and driving at the same time. So I think that's a good idea.
A Harvard study from 2002 says that the use of cell phones led to about 2,600 deaths and 330,000 injuries. New York, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. have banned all cell phone use by drivers. In world news tonight, at least 30 Israelis are facing drug charges after a marijuana festival. Police say 2,000 people joined into the festival in Tel Aviv, and this is the first time the festival has ever been broken up since it started 7 years ago. Among those detained is the founding member of Israel's Green Leaf Party, a pro-legalization political party. German police are now investigating an 18-year-old student who's accused of causing cyber chaos. Authorities arrested the teen in a village where he lives with his family. They say he confessed to creating the Sasser virus, designed to exploit a flaw in Microsoft Windows operating system. The teen is out of jail tonight, pending charges. Well, the next time someone doesn't reply to one of your emails, don't take it so personally. They may not be avoiding or ignoring you. Chances are the message never even made it to their inbox. Now, what's to blame for this, and what can you do about it? KPTV's Kimberly Moss explains.
The next time you check your inbox, chances are you've got mail, more than you'll ever know.
I realized that I wasn't getting the emails that I actually wanted. I missed some key deadlines as a result.
Today, as a matter of fact, 2 or 3 emails didn't get to some individuals I sent to.
As more and more of us scramble to block those junk messages called spam, legitimate emails are getting blocked too. Why? Spam filters are mislabeling them.
It was very frustrating.
A lot of good stuff is getting lost in the sauce.
In fact, 1 of 4 emails you send to your friends, family, and coworkers may never arrive at the intended destination. Fred Lenga is with Information Week.
Many people are experiencing lost email, good emails being thrown out as spam.
Lenga recently enlisted the help of 10,000 volunteers to find out how big the problem really is. He sent each of them a test email. Their job was simply to respond.
Only 60% of those mails actually made it all the way through the filtering process. So you could look at that as a 40% failure rate, which is a huge problem.
So what can you do to keep your mail from missing the inbox? Amit Azaravala is with Spamotomy, a company that reviews anti-spam tools. He says don't use subject lines that look like spam.
It's important not to make it an all caps text or to put a lot of exclamation points at the end or to put a lot of numbers in it, because these are all things that spam filters will look for.
Also, never leave the from line blank and keep your distribution list short.
Spam filters now will count the number of addresses in a CC field, and if it happens to be too many, then it'll block that message.
You can increase the chances that legitimate email will get to your inbox by personalizing your spam filter. Most filters allow you to create what's known as a whitelist, an approved access list.
You can add names of your friends, colleagues, and family, and that way, no matter what the content of their message is, it'll get through.
In the end, if the mail still doesn't get through, you may be able to find it in a spam box. Many systems tuck away messages identified as spam into special folders.
And here's a simple bit of advice. If you're finding your spam filter is catching too many legitimate emails, try using another one. Kimberly Moss, the 10 o'clock news.
A 9-year-old leukemia patient takes on the video game industry. Ben Duskin loves to play video games, and thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, he's now a video game designer. Ben worked with a California company to come up with a game that fights cancer cells.
I just wanted to try to help other people know what's going on inside their body.
It just means closure. You know, Ben went through so much for so long, and to have it end happily and hopefully helping other people is his dream and just overwhelming.
The best news of all for Ben, he recently found out his leukemia is in remission. Well, you might call it the School of Hard Knocks. A Northwest bull riding school draws wannabe cowboys from all over the country. Confidence and focus is the name of the game when trying to tackle one of these 2-ton beasts. Most of the cowboys near Payette, Idaho, hope to go pro someday. But right now they're learning from the best, an old bull rider by the name of Shorty Horn.
3 things can buck you off a bull: your feet behind your rope, ass off your hand, or your head up. Nothing else. Nothing.
Boy, look at that guy. KPTV's David Wilson went to bull riding school, and you can tag along tomorrow night right here on the 10 o'clock news. Well, he's only in the 8th grade, but one Oregon teen is serenading the country over the airwaves, and he's taking home a trophy tonight.
Mr. Brooks Robertson is the winner of our first place trophy.
We introduced you to Brooks Robertson last week. He was picking and grinning today for the Prairie Home Companion radio show in St. Paul, Minnesota. He took first place today in the 12 to 20 talent show on NPR. Audience members and internet voters were the judges. Robertson also took home a $1,000 prize. The Call from Hollywood is out tonight for Oregon Extras. Casting agents from the sequel to the movie The Ring are in Astoria this weekend. Today, about 5,000 people lined up at Astoria Middle School to get their shot at fame on the big screen.
Tried out for kindergarten cops. They canceled the part at the last minute. That's it. So here I am.
That movie is set to start production next month. Well, they were slugging it out at Safeco tonight. See if the Mariners can beat the Yankees once again. Adam is in next with sports.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
This is Blaine from Outrageous Audio. Now's your chance to win a new $300 car alarm system. Be the 1212th caller. Call 1-866-FOX-12-OR.
Good Day Oregon gives you 12 on 12. 12 minutes of uninterrupted news, weather, and traffic at the start of every half hour. 12 on 12.
What's happened overnight?
What's new this morning? 12 on 12. Live reports.
From the only morning news reporters.
The only morning helicopter. Get your 12 on 12. Mornings from 5 to 9. Only on Fox 12 Oregon.
Mattress World's having an any-size mattress sale for just $89 each piece. So you make the choice. Their $99 mattress or Mattress World's better quality mattress for $89.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
I'm Chris White, a line crew foreman with PG, and I live in Clackamas County. I oppose the takeover of PG by an untested PUD. A new government utility wouldn't have any experience, so reliability could be at risk.
And I'm Renee Richardson with PGE. We have the resources and the response crews to deal with big storm-related outages. I live in Clackamas County, and that's important to me.
Please vote no on both measures to stop the costly government takeover.
Mattress World's having an any-size mattress sale for just $89 each piece. So you make the choice. Their $99 mattress or Mattress World's better quality mattress for $89.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
Start with Napa red and green cabbage. Just look at that beautiful color. Add the veggies.
What is it that gives Izzy's Lunch and Dinner Buffet its uniquely authentic flavor?
And these noodles add extra snap.
It's new recipes and old favorites prepared just so. And a local tradition of hospitality that makes great food taste even better. Try crunchy Asian chicken salad, now at Izzy's Lunch and Dinner Buffet.
It's brilliant.
Izzy's does it. Pizza and a whole lot more.
Malcolm in the Middle's Frankie Muniz.
Now, a little powder between the cheeks, because there's nothing like a little talcum in the middle.
Mad TV. Tonight at 11 on Fox 12 Oregon.
This segment of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by the caring professionals of Kaiser Permanente.
Should we show Mommy your x-ray?
What's an x-ray?
Picture of your bones.
Katie might find medical technology a little over her head, but at Kaiser Permanente, she sees eye to eye with a doctor who's always cared for her.
See, Katie? No break.
Tina need an x-ray?
At Kaiser Permanente, you get to choose a doctor like Tamara Kusek.
I told you she was nice.
Whose big heart can make a little child feel very special indeed.
Hi again, everyone. It's hard to keep a good team down for very long, and in front of another sellout crowd at Safeco Field, Mike Mussina and the Yanks got just what they needed tonight. Up to the Emerald City we extend. It was a pitcher's duel until the 6th when New York broke loose. They get 4 straight doubles off Gil Mesh chasing him from the game. 3 of those doubles produced runs. Jason Giambi right there got the first. The very next pitch, it's Gary Sheffield offering one up. Pinstripers just finding that open pasture in the 6th inning, and Mussina did the rest. 8 strong innings for him as the Yanks shut out Seattle 6-love. Well, last Friday we told you about Brian Bruni, the Warrenton native who was on the cusp of breaking into the big leagues. Well, guess what? He's been called up to the Diamondbacks. Brian got the much-anticipated call last night after Tucson's AAA game down in Fresno. He was in the D-backs bullpen tonight, and doggone it, the pictures were not available. Bruni pitched the ninth, giving up just a measly single in his debut. Phillies went on to beat Arizona, though, 8-7. Hey, the Beavers put an 8 spot on the board in the 6th. They run away from Edmonton 11-6 tonight down at PGE Park. You know, in their eyes, it was a game that the Minnesota Timberwolves had to have. Game 2 of their playoff series with Sacramento. Kings stole the opener, but the T-Wolves squelched that momentum tonight. Sac led by 10 with just over 4 minutes to play, but would you believe Minnesota? They were just impressive, turning the rock over to Sam Cassell. He put up 40 in Game 1 tonight. He sparks a 16-1 run to close this baby out for the Wolves, scoring 10 of his 19 in that fourth quarter. Minnesota ties the series at 94-89 win. Game 3 Monday at Arco Arena. And in the East, the Pacers continue to own the Miami Heat. Gresham's own Fred Jones stinging the strings for an early 5-point lead. Jones finished with 8 points, as did Al Harrington, coming up with the dunk. Indiana goes on to beat the Heat 91-80. They set an NBA record with their 6th straight playoff win by double digits. Pacers now up 2-0 as the scene shifts to Miami.
Please welcome from the Portland Trail Blazers, Zach Randolph.
Yeah, Zebo getting plenty of run after being named the league's most improved player this past season. He was on Fox's Best Damn Sports Show period last night, and if you hear sirens, it's probably the fashion police coming after Zach. The playoffs went by the wayside, but Zach sounds quite content with his current teammates.
We used to making the playoffs ever since I've been in Portland. We made the playoffs, but you know, we had a trade during late in the season, and you know, we would have started with the team we got now from the beginning. I think we would be in the playoffs right now, but we just got to get ready for next year.
By the way, Damon Stoudemire is going to be on the show next Thursday. NHL playoffs into the conference finals. Tampa Bay and Philly duking it out back east. Dave Andrechuk opens the scoring in the second, but it was Brad Richards that got the important one. His putback coming up breaks the 1-1 tie, and it was your game winner. Lightning take game 1, 3-1. Finally, did you know Tiger Woods has won the last 18 tournaments in which he's had at least a share of the lead? Well, he'll need some magic tomorrow because Tiger struggled with a 3 over 75 today. He's 5 shots back of Aaron Oberholzer. I believe I said that correctly, who's in sole possession of the lead at the Wachovia Championship after firing a 68 today, and that was an eagle right there. Very impressive.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
We want to introduce you all to the newest member of the Fox 12 family tonight. This is reporter Hillary Hutchison, and she gave birth today to her baby girl, Delaney Rose. Delaney weighs 6 pounds, 8 ounces. Mom and baby are doing great. That's big sister Ella there and her husband Shane. And we wanted to say congratulations to everyone, and hang in there, Hillary. We'll see you back here soon. Good Mother's Day gift, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for being with us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you for watching the 10 o'clock news on Fox 12 Oregon, rated the #1 primetime newscast in the country. Turn to the 10 o'clock news on Fox 12 Oregon every night. First, live, local.
Sunday at 10. At this school, the test weighs 2 tons, and the only way to pass is to hang on. Strap in and hold tight. It's bull riding school Sunday on Fox 12 during the 10 o'clock news.
Get a new 2004 Tacoma for only $13,900 at Broadway Toyota. If you want to buy a Toyota, Broadway is the only way.
Home is spending time together. Home is a weekend call to Grandpa. Home is just the 2 of us. Home is working 2 jobs at once. Coldwell banker Barbara Sue Seal can help you find your way home with the resources, quality products, and services that you'll need from the moment you decide to buy until you move in. Visit us today at cbseal.com and see how we can help you find the way home.
We're gonna rock this joint. 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 We're gonna rock this joint tonight. Let's rock.
Introducing Sprint PCS Video Mail. Just shoot it and send it instantly. Now get a Sprint PCS Vision Video Phone for $149.99. Sprint PCS. Now that's better.
The new flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen with crispy jalapeno bacon and Tabasco flavored mayo. Do one carefully and DQ something different. And cool down with a delicious chocolate French silk pie blizzard treat.
Get a new 2004 Corolla for only $12,900 at Broadway Toyota. If you want to buy a Toyota,